Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been quite a minute, and by quite a minute I mean like months. When was the last time I posted one of these videos? The last wishlist or washout that I posted was last year in April. So over a year ago now since I've done another wishlist or washout video, and I feel like I've been like slightly living under a rock when it came to new makeup releases because I've been spending a lot less time on Instagram, which is really the main place I was getting all my new makeup releases info. Lately, I've been relying on like email newsletters, like from the brands directly or from Sephora or Ulta to like inform me of new releases. And that's worked out pretty good. But I feel like I'm missing a lot, and I had fun making these videos. So I'm not going to go back to doing them bi-weekly or, you know, all the time. But I feel like I'm due for a wishlist or washout. If you're new to my channel or you haven't been here that long, I used to do a bi-weekly series. It used to be weekly when I first started my channel because that's how much new makeup was coming out, where I would go through and essentially it was a version of a will I buy it video where I talked about whether I thought I would add these new products to my wish list or if I thought everything was a total washout. So I have Trend Mood up on my computer here. It's been forever since I've looked at Trend Mood. But before we jump in, you guys let me know, how are you finding out about new makeup releases? I'm trying to stay away from Instagram, so if you have any non-Instagram sources for new makeup releases, please let me know down below. Also, I have a whole playlist of these videos stretching back to 2018 if you would like to binge watch a bunch of wishlist or washouts. That was such a difficult sentence to say. I don't know why. But if you want to binge watch, I'll have it up in the cards and linked down below. Alright, so I'm gonna try this on my computer for the first time, because usually I do these on my phone, but you know what? I've got my giant Mac right here. So I'm gonna scoot right here, and we're gonna look. Got my trusty Diet Coke. And let's dive in. Ooh, I see some She Glam makeup. I'm avoiding makeup from fast fashion brands because A, they're not ethical, but it's difficult to be ethical in a communist. But it's difficult to be ethical in a hyper-capitalist society, I understand, but like I also just don't trust to put those products on my face, okay? So I'm not going to talk about She Glam or any other of the fast fashion brands. Oh, I had no idea this came out. Makeup Revolution did a collab with Monsters University, which, like, unironically, it's like one of my favorite movies. I loved that movie. I saw that. They came out when I was in college, so it was like I was the demographic for this movie. And it's actually really cute. I love the containers. Like, look at the container. That's the Scream container that holds the brushes, and they have got lockers and a little Sully pouch. This is cute. It's adorable. The eyeshadow palette, it leaves a lot to be desired. The big palette there. But there's a lot of little pieces. So there's like the makeup bag, the lip gloss, the lip oil. So honestly, I would really only be in this for like that Scream container, which is basically just cardboard, you know, just packaging. And the brushes in the locker. That's adorable. Ooh, okay. Kindness Vegan Dinner came out with a new product I hadn't heard of, and these actually intrigue me. They are mascara and eye pencil shades. Full sleeve, long and defined tubing mascara. I don't like tubing mascara, so I'm probably not going to go for the mascara. But they are tattoo pencil liner waterproof gel eyeliners. $23 is a bit steep, but I see an orange here. I do not have an orange eyeliner that I can use like in my waterline, and I really want one. I was about to actually buy one with my next Ulta order. I think there was an Urban Decay one, but I'm curious about this. I might pick this up. They also have a white, and I love a white liner in the waterline, clearly. Yeah, so I'm intrigued. I might pick that up. So I look at these Chanel quads, and honestly, they look like kids' makeup to me. Right? Does anyone else feel like it's like this is like the fake makeup you would get like in a kid's like little plastic playset? I've never been intrigued by like these higher end quads before. I don't know. I don't think they're honestly going to be worth the splurge. But then again, I looked at my makeup collection. I have a lot of mid-range palettes. I don't have a lot of drugstore or a lot of luxury. So part of me wants to try more luxury, but the other part of me looks at these and just, yeah, doesn't think it's worth it. Oof. So I'm also no longer buying from ABH because Anastasia herself, who is the front of her brand, is pro-Putin. So fun times, not going to buy this mascara. Ooh, now this is actually something I want to buy. I don't know if I'll buy it immediately because I'm pretty sure it's going to be permanent. At least I hope it is. This is from Natasha Denona, and this is the new Starlit eyeshadow palette. It's one of her minis. I have quite a few of her minis. I love the minis. I love that Natasha Denona is one of those luxury brands where quality is consistent. Like, I've seen so many brands where they have great eyeshadow formulas in their big palettes, but when they do minis or they do holiday palettes, they skimp and they're trash. Natasha, it's the same quality across each one of her sizes, which is great. So I do want to pick this up because I love the colors, and this to me is like the perfect palette to bring if you're like traveling for a formal occasion. Like if you're traveling to go to a wedding, or if you're traveling to go somewhere, it's like the perfect thing. So I kind of want to pick it up for that, and I love my little mini Natasha collection. Also, did anyone notice these used to be $25? They're now $27. So inflation is getting us all. Wow, we're already getting holiday collection sneak peeks. Wow, I'm really under a rock. So this is the YSL holiday collection, and the packaging looks amazing, obviously. Here's another quad that I don't think would be worth it. Yeah. But I've tried a few YSL products. I think I did like an almost full face of YSL a few years ago. Most of the products were kind of meh. But I tried a luxury concealer from, it wasn't YSL, it was Armani, that I really liked. So now I'm curious about some luxury, because I've never really like completely dipped my toe into the luxury pool. So part of me is like, okay, where do I want to pick up a couple of things? It's not going to be for a few months. I got to save up for a few months, but I am curious. So if you've ever tried anything on the more luxury end, let me know down below. Honestly, I'm going to skip all of the Barbie collabs, which is great. I love the Barbenheimer meme. It was amazing. You guys have fun. It's great to see people just having fun, right? But I don't want to go through all the pink collabs, because pink is not, well, I say that as I'm wearing pink. Jesus, oops. Pink and black might be my colors, but I'm not going to be, you know, that much into the merchandising of it. I want to see the movie. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I'm not so much into the merchandising. Ew, that looks nasty. So does anyone else think this just looks nasty from the picture? Like the marketing picture just looks gross to me. Doesn't make me want it. It looks like you got out of the shower. Ew, okay. Not interested in this, whatever it is from Kylie Cosmetics. All right, now these I saw, and I bought them the day they hit the Sephora app. So these are the new shades of the Freestyle Cream Blush from Fenty, and the peach and the orange shade, I snapped them right up. I've got them. I've only tried the light peach one so far. It was beautiful. I love it. I love it already. I have to test out the other one. I'm thinking after I test them out for a bit, they're probably going to be part of my favorites video for the year. Spoiler alert, I'm filming a like half year favorites video since I haven't posted a favorites video in quite some time. And these cream blushes are spectacular. And I've had the Fuego Flush shade for like years, and I love that one to death. And I actually just hit pan in it. So I love this formula. I love the new shades. I just want even more shades in this formula. So speaking of luxury, Prada is coming out with a makeup line. I'm not intrigued. I'm not really interested. So I got tagged in this so many times. Everyone was telling me about it. NYX came out with a black butter gloss. I've already ordered it. It's on the way. I'm gonna see if I can squeeze it into my next best and worst of black lipsticks video, which October is looking a little tight for me with some plans that we've got, but I'm still aiming to get my next video out, the next best and worst of black lipsticks video out there. So this is probably the latest I would start ordering anything else to add to that video, because I like to test out those lipsticks for quite some time before I bring them in. But this I could not resist. Like, this is, I'm so excited. So this is intriguing. As of now, Pat McGrath Labs is in Ulta. I think all the products are on her website, but they all say coming soon because they're not going to be live until like the end of the month. I have to say, I have tried so many Pat McGrath eyeshadows. I don't think they're worth the hype. I don't think they're worth the price. I have not tried the rest of the like face products, because I've tried the foundation and the concealer were both sent to me in PR. The foundation was just okay. I hated the packaging. The concealer was amazing. Like, I was shocked at how much I liked that concealer. So I might buy that concealer again at Ulta to get those points, get that discount. But I've not tried blushes or anything else complexion-wise. So I want to try those. And I feel like I would 100% rather buy those at Ulta than at Sephora. So keeping an eye out. Ooh, okay. This isn't really makeup, but I'm intrigued. Tree Hut is coming out with a bunch of fall like themed like body scrubs. I love the Tree Hut body scrubs. They are great. And I see a pumpkin spice latte one. I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it so bad. So there's a pumpkin spice latte. There's a boba milk tea. There's an iced coffee. That also sounds good. The iced coffee one. Apple macchiato. These all sound amazing. Love a good body scrub. Oh, so I see Makeup Forever is coming out with some new face powders and possibly a new compact to hold them individually. I've never really tried anything from Makeup Forever other than the foundation. I tried that a long time ago. The liquid foundation. I really want to try, I think they have a contour book, a cream contour book. I'm thinking about getting that because it's got like blushes and highlights and everything in there. So I'm debating on getting that. But I've never tried any of their powder products. So let me know what you think down below. Is it worth it to pick up Makeup Forever? Drunk Elephant is coming out with these new D Goldie Bright drops. I guess they're the brightening version of the bronzing drops. I got a sample of those bronzing drops. I have no idea how to use them. Maybe it's just because I'm Casper. I don't know. So I don't know what these are also supposed to do. It's an illuminating serum that adds an easy golden finish without being sparkly or glittery. So like, is this a serum you're supposed to put all over your face, or are you supposed to put it on like a highlighter? Or can you do it both ways? I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a little too expensive for me to want to pick it out. But then again, I'm also looking for a liquid highlight. I have only tried one liquid highlight, and it was from e.l.f. And it's okay, but I want something that's a bit more there. So I don't think this is where I'm going to go, but I am keeping an eye out for any liquid highlights. All right, so ColourPop. I have not paid attention to ColourPop in months. And I guess they're trying to get the weebs now because they're coming out with anime collabs. So they came out with a Naruto collab. And I'm into anime. I've never watched Naruto, but like this palette, it's like everything else ColourPop does. It's underwhelming. It's just like they literally just smack a bunch of colors together and then like throw a dart at some dartboard filled with different IPs and they just grab one. It's just okay. Now, if they come out with a Death Note collab, will I buy it? Yes, absolutely. So speaking of Pat McGrath, I think this was the new eyeshadow palette that came out new. And then everyone literally like photoshopped it next to all of her eyeshadow palettes and they all look exactly the same. I'm never buying an eyeshadow from her again. They're not worth it. Oh yeah, I saw this. So e.l.f. came out with another big collab with Loser Fruit. I might be getting old. I have no idea what Loser Fruit is. I think they're a streamer. Are they a streamer? I have no idea. But it looks adorable. It looks very cute. I don't think I'd be picking anything up though. Okay, so these, thinking about it. I've never tried Charlotte Tilbury, like, color complexion products. So like blushes, like cream ones. I've tried some of the powder ones. And I'm thinking about these because I'm definitely more into cream products now. So these are the beach sticks. They look like blush sticks. They look really pretty though. Ooh, and one's called Las Salinas. My family is from Salinas, Puerto Rico. But yeah, so debating on it. I don't know if it's worth it though, because a lot of things I've tried from Charlotte Tilbury have not been worth the price. So I'm mulling on it, meandering on it. Ooh, speaking of cream bronzers, Trixie Cosmetics is coming out with new cream bronzers, and they look light enough for me. Like 01 Sunkissed, that could work. I'm gonna add this to my bookmarks. I think I'm gonna try that out. I've never tried anything from Trixie Cosmetics, so I think that'd be fun. Okay, so these look interesting to me. These are from Give. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's Gwen Stefani's brand, makeup brand. And these are blushes, and I think they are, they're both powder. Okay, so they're powder, and one is a sheer satin shade, and the other one is a neutral or natural radiant shade. Interesting. I have my eye on that peach one in the corner. That one looks very, really pretty. The peach one, and then I think that's the only one I really be interested in because I love peach. I love peach blushes. They're so pretty. Now, this is another one where this released, I got the notification like on my Sephora app. I immediately bought them, and I have them here. These are the Givenchy Prism Libre Loose Powder Blushes, and these were released, I believe, elsewhere, like in Europe or Asia years ago. Like 2 years ago, I think, because I looked back, I think it was a 2021 Wishlist or Washout that I mentioned this for the first time. And they finally came out here in the States, and I grabbed them. So I grabbed the shade 3, which is Coral, and then shade 1, which was the Lilac shade. They're gorgeous. They're very heavily scented, so don't get this if you are very sensitive to like heavy scents in your makeup. But they're only heavily scented when you're applying them. Once they're on your face, the scent kind of goes away. These are beautiful. Let me just show you real quick. So this is the Coral shade, and this is kind of what it looks like once they're all mixed together. Very, very pretty. I did not think I would like the Lilac shade as much as I do, but I do, and it's beautiful. It's so finely milled. Look how pretty that is. It's so finely milled, and it just blends beautifully, and it feels luxurious. It's This was one of the best purchases I think I've made of the year. I was shocked how much I liked this. The only downside is that I thought these would be as big as the loose powder for your under eyes, because it's like almost 1.5 this times. But this is a loose blush. It's gonna last me quite a long time. So that's the only thing. I was surprised at how small these were when they came in the mail. So they're about this size, but they're beautiful. And I'm debating getting some of the other shades now. But these are the two I have and I love them. Now here's something I've got some thoughts about. I stopped buying Hourglass because their shade ranges sucked. And they were consistently releasing face palettes that would only fit people in my complexion when they were saying they were supposed to be for everyone. I've seen they're coming out in more shades in their foundations, their concealers, their face powders, and now their loose powders. Looks like they've came out with a deep and a medium complexion powder. So my philosophy has been, whenever a brand does what we've been asking them to do, is when I would go back to purchasing from them. So I'm wondering, I want to do another review of the brand, but I'm thinking now that they've come out with more shades and they're catering to more complexions, this might be the time for me to go back, because I do miss their face powders. They had some really, really nice face powders, and I've heard great things about their blushes. I've only ever tried their blushes in their holiday face palettes that I used to have. So I'm debating whether I should go back to Hourglass. Let me know your thoughts down below. See, I love seeing this from brands. This would be great if more brands did this. Haus Labs came out with little mini sets you could buy with different samples of different shades of the foundation so that you can figure out what shade you actually are. I would have died for that from Kindness Vegan Dinner because I could not shade myself for the life of me for their Good Apple Serum foundation. But this is a great idea. I did get this foundation in PR and it was terrible on my skin. I hated it, which I seem to be the outlier because so many people love this foundation and I could not get it to work for the absolute life of me. But I much would have rather, if I had to buy it, I much would have rather had these little samples than the full bottle. So this collab, I am so confused by. Profusion collabed with Jurassic Park, and it looks like it's based off of the original Jurassic, like 90s Jurassic Park and not like the recent ones. Is this like an early Halloween release? I don't know. It's just very confusing. It's cute. I want that fanny pack. Alan would look great with that fanny pack. But I'm very confused. I don't know why this exists. Here's another product. I've never tried anything from Patrick Ta, but I've had my eye on these cream and powder blush duos for a while. I wonder if they have like an orange one. If there's an orange one, I might get it. Speaking of Makeup Forever, I don't think I've ever tried any of their... I've only tried a foundation, I think I said earlier. So now they have an HD skin concealer. I'm intrigued. I'd love to find more concealers. I've been testing out a lot of new concealers recently. I would try this out. So I'm gonna show how I thought I lived under a rock. I thought Kylie Cosmetics was like closed. I didn't realize she was still coming out with new products until I saw someone complaining about how boring this palette was. And I gotta agree, it is very boring. I mean, I've got some of her old palettes. They were good. Like the Halloween palette that she came out with was really different for the time. And she came out with like a really pretty peach extended palette. Like, where are those? Who knows? But those are really pretty. I'm wondering if they're gonna finally like revamp the brand, but yeah. So like I was saying with Hourglass earlier, here they came out with a new foundation and the shade range, like looking at it, it looks like there's actually an even distribution between, you know, light, medium, and dark. And I appreciate that. So I'm kind of curious about this. So I see there are more shades of the Stila Suede liquid eyeshadows. I've tried, I think the green one I tried. I don't like any of the Stila liquid shadows except for the glittering glows. The rest of them, like the shimmering glow and the suede ones, and I think they had matte ones at one point, none of them were as good. The glittering glows are still banging though. A little pricey for what they are, but I love them. I'm actually wearing one on my eye today. They're really pretty. So Too Faced collabed with Pop-Tarts. Huh. Okay. I mean, they look adorable, but I miss the old Too Faced palettes. You know, the ones in the tin containers. Speaking of, did you know they discontinued the Sweet Peach palette? I panicked, because that's the one palette I wanted to repurchase because I've panned 2 shades in there completely by accident. Like, I wasn't planning to pan them. And I always thought, well, it's a permanent thing. I'll buy it again at some point. Boom, it's discontinued. The only place you can buy it now is QVC. I bought it off of QVC the other day. So yeah, I've got that on the way, but I miss those old tin palettes. These look like they're cardboard. They're I mean, at least they stick to the theme, right? But when your theme is boring brown and like pink, like how hard can it be to stick to a theme, right? So I wouldn't pick these up, but I'm dying for Too Faced to go back. I wanted, you know what I really want them to do? I want them to re-release the Boudoir Eyes eyeshadow palette in their new packaging, whatever. I need that palette again. Okay, so speaking of Too Faced, the reason I buy from Too Faced is because Jared Blandino and I'm hoping his sister are no longer affiliated with the brand. They were bought out by, you know, the corporate overlords. But Jared and Jeremy Johnson came out with new brands, and I'm not going to be buying from any of them. There's like Diamond Drunk, there's Polite Society, which, yeah, not interested at all. Ooh, look what I was looking for, liquid highlighter. Laura Mercier has some liquid highlighters. I haven't tried anything from Laura Mercier other than the loose powder in eons, and these look really pretty. There are so many brands I want to like rediscover again. So, thinking maybe I could do like that kind of brand single focus rediscover, kind of like I did my alter ego video. So I'm thinking about it. So Rare Beauty came out with brow pencils and I think some eyeliners. And this is their fall collection. I was debating getting the brow pencil because I saw she actually came out in a brow pencil in black. You rarely see that. Most of the times they'll go very, very dark brown, but no one will come out with an actual black brow pencil, but she did. And I'm really curious about it because I haven't had a whole lot of luck with brow pencils, but I kind of want to shake things up and try something new. So I'm thinking about it. Thinking about a lot of things in this video. It's because I haven't done one of these in a long time. I've been living under a rock, a beauty rock. Okay, so I heard about this. I kind of don't really want to get into it because she's basically the new Jaclyn Hill, but on TikTok. Elf collabed with Michaela, and however you say her last name, to come out with her wedding lipstick. Which, yeah, there are rumors that Elf sponsored her wedding, which to me is very odd and icky. But then again, I'm not like a famous influencer. Maybe if I was, I would jump at that chance, right? But I'm not, and this seems icky to me, especially as I'm planning, hopefully, our elopement soon. So this seems icky. I also don't like that there's only one shade and they said it's supposed to be universal when it absolutely is not universal, even on her. It doesn't, not to be mean, but it doesn't even look good on her. Like, okay. Smashbox. I don't think I've ever tried a Smashbox foundation. Have they had a foundation? This is new. This is the Always On Skin Balancing Foundation with Hyaluronic Acid and Adaptogens. Is that a word? So this looks intriguing. I kind of already have a lot of foundations though. I'm more leaning towards concealer, so maybe I'll see if they have a concealer instead. So this is more of a rumor. Kim Kardashian is theoretically coming out with her makeup line again. I never tried anything from KKW. I tried a lot of things from Kylie, especially when they first came out, because I was intrigued. And quite a few, like shockingly, quite a few of her products worked really well for me. A lot of the eyeshadows. Her concealer was like amazing. I don't know why, but her concealer was so great. So there were like a lot of random hidden gems with Kylie. I never tried anything from KKW. Now it's no longer KKW. I don't know what it's going to be called. She said it's dropping from Skin, SKKN. So we'll see. I don't know. Ooh, Essence came out with the Positive Vibes Only collection. And I just saw that green eyeshadow palette. That looks right up my alley. What is that? Color changing blush stick. Oh, okay. So that's just a pH changing blush stick. That seems like a gimmick. But the eyeshadow palette looks really cute. And the highlighter, I think it's a highlighter. Yeah, the baked highlighter looks really pretty too. Ooh, Give Me Glow came out with a Juicy Blueberry palette. That's pretty. I don't really go for those tones, but I love how that palette is laid out. That's a really pretty palette. I forgot REM Beauty was like a thing. This is Ariana Grande, right? Her brand. It seemed like a total cash grab from the beginning. But also, have you heard the rumors about Ariana Grande? It's been like messy. So I've never tried anything and I don't think I will. Oh, I feel like this is like a mini bochinche chat. How fun. Oh, so this, I see Trader Joe's is coming up here in a video. I have bought everything from this butternut collection from Trader Joe's. It's amazing. It's absolutely like spectacular. The only downside is that it literally sold out at my local Trader Joe's in like a week. So I bought like 3 of the lotions and the body scrub and 1 of the shower gel. My brother, who lives several states away, I asked him to take a look at their Trader Joe's and he found more of the body butter and he mailed it to me. So they're great. I'm just afraid that they're not going to stay in stock and it's going to be a seasonal item. But I'm hoping because they sell so well that they'll bring it back. But we'll see. Here's another collab I don't get. I think they're just trying to find whatever IP is still available. But Makeup Revolution collabed with Finding Nemo. That movie came out like 20 years ago. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. Oh, I didn't know. e.l.f. came out with a putty under eye brightener. Huh. I don't know. I tried the putty eye primer, like the regular just eye primer, and it was very dry. It did not work really well for my lids. So I don't know if this would be the same, but I'm curious. So I might pick this up. It's $6. Ooh, I see the Liquid Poreless Putty Primer is on here. If you missed it, I did a whole video comparing the Tatcha version of this with the e.l.f. dupe. I'll throw it up in the cards. Ooh, these look really pretty. These are Symphony Face Illuminators from Kaleidos. You know, I need to try so many things from Kaleidos because I've heard their highlighters are amazing. And I see these cute little face palettes. They look really nice. I want to try this out. I'll probably have to place like a big order from Kaleidos. Maybe like Black Friday-ish, maybe the holidays. But these look intriguing. Ooh, a brow oil. So Benefit came out with a Whoa So Soft brow oil. It's a conditioning brow oil. Brows feel soft, nourished, and conditioned. Enhances sign. Enhances sign. I mean, it seems a little unnecessary, but I also use a brow serum. And also, my eyebrows are really coarse, kind of like my natural hair on my head. Why am I intrigued by this? It seems so silly, right? But I'm kind of intrigued. Someone talk me out of it. Ooh, here's another one. I've been living under a rock. So Tarte came out with a stick bronzer. It's a Man-Eater Silk stick bronzer. I kind of want to try this. I also like the packaging a lot. Okay, and I think we are gonna call it there. This was intriguing. There are so many products I had no idea like came out. There's so many things I'm interested in, things I kind of want to buy. So let me know what you think down below. Is there anything you're interested in? And do you want to see these videos more often? Because I don't think I'll be able to do them, you know, every other week or maybe once a month. But I do like every now and then dipping my toes in to see what I've been missing out on from just getting emails. Thank you guys for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye!